How's everybody doing? This is Behind the Fade. Fresh Row Films. Yes, sir. Let's get it. It's a high temp fade today. We're going to show you how I get it in with the high temp fade with some thin and curly hair. Hair kind of like mine. This kind of hair, it basically, wherever you comb it, it's going to go. So you got to be mindful of that. Now, what I like to do is I like to fade down. So that means I debulk first. This guy, he didn't want anything off the top, so I started with a 3, but that wasn't short enough. I mean, that wasn't enough, so I went to a 4, and then I started fading down. So I'm gonna fade all the way down. I started with a 4, of course, 3, 2, 1. Don't forget the 1.5 though. I think that's where we at right now with the 1.5. Now, when you're fading down, this is one thing beginner barbers, sometimes they don't know, is to come back over it, come down with it, come back over it, and sometimes you gotta hit it with the corners. Hit it with the corners of the teeth. Now what I did, I realized it's not blending enough, so I go back and get the 3, and I do a cross. I go crisscross with it, because remember, his hair goes whichever way you comb it, so you got to be mindful of that. To get the right type of blend, you're gonna have to crisscross it. So now I'm coming back with the 2, crisscrossing with the 2, hitting it with the corners. Now I get the 1. So we're gonna come right up under what we did with the 1.5. Gonna play with the levers. With the 1, I like to sometimes start it with it all the way closed and then open it and then hit it with the middle. Sometimes with this type of hair, I open it first. I have the 1 all the way open, and then I hit it in the middle. Because these clippers that I have right here are the caliber, and they have 5 levers with notches on them. So normally I use the open all the way up. I call it the 5. Then it's 4, 3, 2, 1. I skip the 4, go straight to the 3. And I always use the 2 and the 1, which is all the way closed. But when I'm debulking or with the 1, I just go with the all the way open, the 3, and then the close. I never go in between those. Same with the 1/2 guard. I normally start with that all the way closed, then I open it, and then I go to the middle, and I close it, come back over it, come down with it, My ultimate goal is the reason why I do this too is because I stretch the fade out. That's how you stretch it out. And basically, you don't chase the fade. I found that when I would use the fade up technique, that I would be chasing the fade. So that's why I debulk first. Now, when you come to the side, the high temp, this is the high temp part. You want to basically get your guideline at the lowest point of where the curve, or where you would probably put the curve at. And then you take it to the lowest point, and then you just take it to a point in the ear where you can do the same thing on the side, on the other side. And when you debulk, you take it all the way up to the top of the temple. Just keep coming down. I started with a 4 in the back, so we're gonna go ahead and 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, and then the 1. But before I do all that, a lot of times, especially with the high temp, I want this line to pop out, so I'm going to line it up before I finish the fade. Definitely going to line it up before I finish the fade. And this is an old school technique one of my homeboys showed me to prepare the line. Put some alcohol on it. Clean that line off because you're about to put some product in there anyway. So I'll put some hairspray on it. I comb it while I brush it to see where the hairline is. Because his hair is thin and curly, so I want to stretch the hairline out as far as I can, but I want him to have a straight hairline at the top. So he has a lot of overhang curly cues. So what we do is we take the shears and trim that up because we don't want that to be hanging over. We want to be able to see his hairline. So I'm going to tap out a hairline. Now I got 3 types of trimmers. They're all babless that I use. They're all cordless babless. I got the gold ones. I got 2 silver ones with the graphite blade. Now, the gold ones I got set on baby butt close. Okay. And the ones and then the other 2 silver ones, I got the silver ones, they have longer teeth. So I have them set pretty close, but they're not as sharp as the gold FX. But they're pretty sharp and they're good for longer hair, straight hair and things of that nature, and people with sensitive skin. If people with sensitive skin, you don't want to line them up with your sharpest clippers, with your sharpest trimmers. You don't want to do that because it's just going to slice them up, especially if you didn't prepare their skin good enough. If they got dry skin or whatever, you didn't put a hot towel on it, or you didn't, clean the surface of it real good, and you're hitting them with your sharpest clippers, your sharpest trimmers. It's gonna tear somebody up. So, and they're gonna have scabs the next few days or whatever, and they're not gonna come back to you. So, you got to be mindful of that. So I done lined him up. Now I'm gonna finish this fade. Debulking the whole way down, fading down. By the way, this beat is off a song that I made a few years ago. I got a video and everything. It's pretty tight. My homeboy Who Done It made this beat. He's a pretty dope producer. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm knee deep in the shop right now, giving this young man one of the freshest haircuts he ever had in his whole life. He knows it. That's why he comes see the nailer. Forget about it. So we getting him down to nothing, fading him down to nothing, and it's even a level lower than that. That was the calibers closed. Now these are the babless. My graphite trimmers going hard in the paint. Now look at this. This is some razor edge. That's a product my homeboy put together. He's from Naptown. Shout out to boy LJ. Came through, dropped some products on the homeboy. Al. Gonna get it together, big doggy. It's one of my favorite parts of the fade, just lining that boy up just to see how that back taper come out. And I used to hate having to go behind the ear. I don't know why for some reason, but all you gotta do is just stretch that skull meat. Stretch that skull meat out. No homo. Yeah, but stretch that out and get that fade right. Yes, sir. Getting real crispy in the back. There's another level of butt nakedness right here. That's that shaver box. You can't put that on everybody. It might irritate some people's skin, but you know, if you got straight hair, or straight hair like this or whatever, it's cool. Now go back now. We can put some. Now you see the hairline's already good, man. That's the best it's gonna do. That's the best he's gonna get, with this kind of hair. He don't really need enhancements, but since he like to take pictures on Instagram and, look cute for the girls at least. You feel me? We're gonna go ahead and get him Hollywood ready, you feel me? Go ahead, get him through there. Yes, sir. So yeah, you just put a few light little pumps, man. A few light little pumps. The spray don't really look good on light-skinned people like that. I like to use some Kiss spray with the airbrush, sometimes on people, but I don't really like to put that on thin curly hair, like the hair that I got, like the hair this young man has. Not unless it was, not unless he was. No, I really don't like to use it like that. But the fibers look really good. Fibers look real good on this young man. Yes, sir. Hey, lads, you'll be a king for the day. That's what I call king for a day. But you already know his hairline was already in there. So before I even put these on, so this enhancements are what they supposed to be. They're just to enhance the haircut for the day. Now, if you got some other enhancements, some semi-permanent, like Kiss or whatever, for I had to say brown skin and darker people. You know what I mean? That lasts for 2-3 days. If you put it on right, if you applicate it correctly, now we just gonna go ahead and finish him. After I put the enhancements on there, I did not use my sharpest clippers because we've already used the sharp clippers on his hairline once. So why would you even put the sharpest ones on there? And all you need to do is just knock the fiber hairs down and make sure it's super, super crispy, like such. And that's how you do a high temp fade. I'm the Nailer. Subscribe if you like this. Maybe we'll put some more tutorials up.